So the short answer is maybe, and I think the slightly longer answer is also maybe. Piracy is a problem. The bad news is it's going to get much worse, considerably worse, in the not too distant future, because although piracy causes a lot of problems, it also creates a lot of solutions, and pirates are in fact some of the greatest innovators on the face of the earth. Pirates have founded not just industries but entire nations, like this one. America was founded on piracy. During the Industrial Revolution, it was American policy to completely ignore all intellectual property laws, copyrights, patents, and just copy all the technology that the Europeans had come up with for no money at all, just to steal it. And that's why the only reason America was able to industrialize as quickly as it did. But there are other industries and there are other reasons to do this. Edison invents the phonographic record player. Brilliant idea, right? Well, not at the time. Live musicians looked at this machine he created that played these weird plastic discs and thought, this guy is going to ruin our business model. We play music live in public, and now this thing that reproduces that for free. We're ruined. Nobody saw the birth of the recording industry coming when it happened. So the birth of every single new form of media, new technology, you see piracy, you see something happen that upsets the old model and upsets everybody in that old structure. Adding value to the original is kind of the basis of the remix. But it does other things as well. It creates innovations that nobody saw coming. There are people adding value to what we do, and in those situations what we need to do is figure out a way to work with them. To compete or not to compete is the question, ladies and gentlemen. That is the pirate's dilemma.
Artists must also figure out different ways of tying in with the audiences, give them experiences that cannot be replicated. There are infinite ways of thinking about this. And artists also must adapt as fast as record label people or other facets of the industry must adapt.
The future is not one revenue stream. That's the most obvious thing happening here. If you look at even like massive commercial artists on big labels, people like Justin Timberlake. Justin Timberlake currently has over 150 revenue streams. One of them is selling recorded music. If you think of the artist as the asset and go from there, you're going to come up with a different business model to another artist. And the bad news is this is kind of a complicated thing to understand and to execute even more so. But people are doing it.
The value of music, and I'm going to go way back on this one, I think it was over-evaluated. It was completely crazy. A CD cost $1. How come, they managed to sell it to us $20 and make that much money?
It's good that the whole free thing makes a lot of people listen to more of your music, but I'm wondering if it devalues, because it becomes disposable, and it's forcing artists to create music more frequently and quicker. And I'm not sure if that equals good music. So
it's definitely a good point. What's happened with music is people seem to be selling less, but there are more people making it.
I think the view about music's value is changing inevitably, and it would be healthy to look at it as a public good, public commodity. I don't know, a few cents each month is not really going to hurt anyone, but the equation, the other side of the equation, the number of subscribers is already so high that it's going to be able to generate huge amounts of revenues.
That's the thing that's been missing. And just to give you a quick idea of how this might work, if 300 million people worldwide were paying $5 a month to consume music that way, as much as they wanted, the music industry worldwide would be twice the size it is now. So there's money out there on the table. The problem is, the piracy is the symptom of the problem. The problem is we haven't put these systems in place, and it's very hard to do, but it's not as hard as changing behavior. You can't tell people not to steal your music. Kids are going to take it now because they've grown up doing that. But you can change environments much easier. You can change the environment in which people operate. You can change how people think about consuming music without telling them to. And that's the thing that the music industry has to do now, and the business is doing that. And yeah, I think we're gonna eventually end up at this place where the music industry is twice the size larger. But thanks very much. Thank you.